Hello Leo and welcome to your October 2021 video. Now, in the start of October, Mercury is retrograde. So miscommunication is what Mercury retrograde brings. Thinking of the past, people from the past re-entering our lives. Technology difficulties, travel plans, we have delays. So confirm any appointments that you have. Make sure you check and double check, back up all your information. Now, this Mercury retrograde will be happening in your third house, as well as Mars will also be throughout the month in your third house. And on the 6th, we have a new moon in your third house, so a lot of third house energy. The third house rules networking, communication, the mind, thinking, learning, information. So communication when it comes to friends, neighbors, as well as siblings, all that communication energy. Mercury retrograde in the third house can bring gossip. Either people from the past are talking about you or people from the past want to talk to you. That's that Mercury retrograde energy. Mercury retrograde, especially in the third house, is very sensitive. So when working in groups, watch the communication. Try to be as direct as you possibly can be. Any plans or projects that you had that you were implementing before the 23rd of September can be completed during a Mercury retrograde cycle. Mercury retrograde is excellent for to complete things. So not starting anything new. If there's any documentation, you need to read and reread during a Mercury retrograde so you don't misunderstand or sign something that you don't completely read properly, basically. If you have to sign it, most times we are suggested not to sign during a Mercury retrograde. If you have to, make sure you reread, and check it. But nonetheless, anything that you started prior on the 23rd of September can be completed. So all the months prior. Right. The communication is key. You might be thinking about things you want to learn, things that you want to learn that you started in the past. You now have the ideas to complete it. Projects that you were writing, information, research, learning, you can now pick up, especially things that were past related. Mars gives you the energy, the motivation when it comes to communication. Communicating your ideas, networking, connection. And this can even be online. It doesn't have to be in person. It can be with families that you're basically communicating and networking. Maybe you come up with an idea and you share it with them, or they share something that you can use or utilize in some way. Or even networking where you pick up something in a group, a Facebook group, or it can be even a work, a team, so forth. Information and learning is very vital for this phase. The new moon brings new beginnings to the information that comes to you. New ways of networking, very good for writing and publishing, getting out, marketing, all of that energy. And every day we market ourselves. It doesn't mean like now you need a sign for marketing. But people that know you and work with you, that's you marketing you. You putting your best self forward. Be wary during this period though. You will be looking at communication and trying to find a new way to communicate with others. Almost as if like you're reanalyzing your communication style and how you present yourself. And also analyzing how others communicate with you. Right? On the 8th, Venus moves into the 5th house. Now this is great for romance, for fun, for adventure, for the inner child, as well as children. So if you're a parent, Venus will encourage you to do things that you love and that your children love together. If you're working with children, teaching them something that you love, sharing ideas and connecting them in a loving way. In a child, having some fun, thinking about, maybe I didn't have some fun in a while. Maybe I need to have some fun. And because so much of that energy is focused on your mental, your mind, the third house of information, especially early in the month, you're going to want to take some time out and have some fun. Inner child wounds. This is also the 5th house where we find ways to love and nurture ourselves past that, giving ourselves that love and affection, having fun, going on adventure trips, romance. Venus encourages romance here. So you can start a new relationship. But we are still in Mercury retrograde, so be careful of that. Be very careful of that. But it is good for romance, meeting new people, and encouraging a new way in relationships to bring love within like relationships. People will be drawn to you with their 5th house energy, especially with Venus being there. On the 18th, Mercury goes direct. Now, this is excellent because the energies of Mercury retrograde will start to, lessen. They won't be so intense. We'll still be in the pre-shadow period until the 2nd of November. So just be aware that we will be in that pre-shadow period, but the energies will lessen and we can start signing those deals, thinking about it, and things start moving along, right? During Mercury retrograde, things slow down. So the movement of energy is now moving forward. On the 20th, we have a full moon in your 9th. And the 9th house is all about, once again, higher learning and education. So all the information that you've learned and acquired and what you've heard from others and what's come to you earlier this month, the 9th house wants you to release any beliefs or perspectives that are holding you back. The 9th house also encourages some time for an adventure, to try out a different experience, to learn something new, or what you are learning, take it to a higher level. Also to teach others. And that's the energy of the 9th house. It's a very spiritual house. This is where we start going into our own personal spiritual practices or beliefs that can be anything, whether it's religion-wise, whether it's non-religion-wise. It's all about your spiritual energy and what you can do to uplift it. Great for research, great for writing, once again, learning, putting out information, higher education, everything that you've been learning, taking it to the next level. Now on the 24th, we have the sun entering your 4th house and Mars in the 4th house. The sun brings vitality and energy to the 4th house of home and family. So when it comes to the 4th house, it's a lot to do with how we feel emotionally and physically, our comfort emotionally and physically. The sun will illuminate your 4th house. So people that you hold in your heart space, emotional comfort, people that feel like soul family, people that are actual family, illuminating, offering opportunities for connection, especially with family members. Mars also maybe wanting you to take action when it comes to a family or a loved member or loved one, your actual home, wanting to change things in the home, wanting to redecorate, wanting to move things around, wanting to renovate, wanting to shift the energy within the home. The home is asking to move the furniture, maybe even declutter, clean, let go, get rid of some old clothes. All of that energy, you are making space within your home, as well as your emotional self. The sun will bring in these opportunities for the connection. Mars will basically be pushing you along, motivating you to take action when it comes to those important relationships. The relationship you have with your physical environment, the relationship you have with the people that are nearest and dearest to you. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Contact me for reading. My website will be linked down below in the description. And also you can basically contribute to my PayPal if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.